Yeah, what's going on, everybody? We are here finally at my fucking apartment, which is why everything sounds so echoey. But I'm really happy about that. I've actually been here for a minute now. But I've been really trying to wait to come back when I was able to like play a game, but I'm never able to do that right now. So might as well scratch that itch with watching some gameplay of this fucking Battlefield 6 shit that's been taking over the internet, and I've been mad because I haven't, been able to watch it, and I really want to watch it. So let's scratch that itch together, shall we? I'm really excited for the fucking game. I've been a Call of Duty like lifer. I never really played. Um, I never played Battlefield multiplayer before, so I'm really interested to see how this will compare to that. I was excited for the last one until I heard that it was complete trizash. So, and I'm hearing positive things about this as much as I've been trying to stay away from it. So let's see. Let's just go. Let's see what we got.
Hey guys, Level Cap here, and the Battlefield 6 beta is kicking off today. I've got a breakdown of everything that you're going to want to know to get the most out of this somewhat limited time with the game. We're going to cover classes, modes, maps, weapons, and more. Think of it as a cheat sheet to getting into the game, especially if you're a veteran player and you want to know what's changed. I'll be going over that. Plus, stay tuned to the end as I've got some pretty interesting leaks covering the future of Battlefield 6 content. So, let's get into it. So before we get into some of the nuts and bolts, especially the class differences this time around, I wanted to cover a few new mechanics and hidden gameplay systems that DICE haven't really talked about much. The first is the ability to drag downed players while reviving. This is a pretty cool feature that hasn't been in past Battlefield games, despite DICE sort of teasing it since way back in BF3. Once you initiate a non-defibrillator revive on a teammate, you can drag them into cover during the revive process. After a brief timer, you'll inject them and you'll be back up.
That's always a fun mechanic, dragging your fucking teammates.
Leave behind a
I've always loved that shit since
players know whether
Army of Two
has been dragged around a corner. Another subtle gameplay feature is that there is now a directional indicator showing you where you're taking fire from, even if you're not getting hit by that fire. This is a small gray blob that appears near the red directional hit indicator for when you're taking damage. It's such a subtle thing that I actually didn't even notice it until I was editing back my footage from playing the game. But now that I'm aware of it, I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on it to help quickly locate enemies, especially ones who are not shooting too accurately. A cool change this time around is Battlefield 6 on consoles will support keyboard and mouse input, so if you're a PC gamer who plans on playing on a console or you just prefer KBM as your input, you can try it out. The beta will feature a platform-preferred crossplay system that prioritizes matchmaking you against players on your platform before expanding to all platforms. Alright, let's move on to classes. Gone are Battlefield 2042's more device...
I don't know why. I don't like that. One of the coolest things about playing multiplayer games is, and since when the cross-platform came out, was to just do it without like a fucking, well, with being seamless, right? I don't see the point in limiting it to like filtering it through your console first. I mean, it may be easier to connect that way. I can see that, but I don't know. Maybe like I would like to turn that shit off. Like, give me whoever whenever they can. I'm not trying to trip about it.
Specialists, which had more specific looks and personalities to them, which didn't really jive with the vibe, but otherwise a lot of the way that classes were built in that game have persisted. Battlefield 6 has an open weapon class-based system, and
I'm not too big on class-based systems either. One thing I really like about Call of Duty is I can do whatever whenever. If y'all ever watch me, and y'all gonna watch me soon, whenever I get my shit back. I like doing hybrid classes, right? I like having an SMG and a sniper in my back. I like having a shotgun and an assault rifle. I like doing like a sniper and a pistol. Well, that's not hybrid, but still, you know what I'm saying? I don't like being locked down to certain shit. In
other words, any class can use any gun. However, each class gets signature weapons, traits, and gadgets that incentivize.
Say it again.
open weapon class-based system. In other words, any class can use any gun. However,
Oh, that's
each
good.
class gets signature weapons, traits, and gadgets that incentivize using a preferred weapon class for your class. And I'll detail those perks in just a second. Now, there will allegedly be
That's
a
good to know.
playlist with
That's a good
locked
little. I
weapon
like that.
classes
I'll take
for the beta, and it'll be interesting to see if DICE changes their minds about locked weapons based on the feedback. But given how all the other matchmaking options are for open weapon classes, it feels like they're more or less locked into this path, and they're just trying to make us feel like maybe they could change it, but I seriously doubt it. Alright, so every class has seen a bit of a change, starting off with Assault. This is still kind of the meat grinder infantry role
That
designed to be in the
recoil
front
looks like
lines of
it's
any
nothing.
battle. Players that like to equip an assault rifle and hold the W button to run towards combat will feel
He has a
at
small
home here.
hand
Their
grip on
signature
a
weapon
small
is, of
foregrip,
course,
but they don't got
the
a.
assault rifle, and equipping one will give you faster transition times from sprint to firing and switching to and from assault rifles. And that last bit is important because assault players can equip two primary weapons that they can switch between quickly, though the
that's
second
good.
slot is going to be limited to
I was gonna play
shotguns,
assault anyway.
carbines, and DMRs, all of which are
That's
very
totally fine by
effective
me,
weapons
shit.
regardless, but it just means you can't run
That's exactly what I would do
two
anyway.
assault rifles, or an assault rifle in, say, a bolt-action sniper rifle. Assault also gets a signature trait that reduces damage and movement speed penalties from falling. Their signature gadget
Oh,
is
wow.
an adrenaline injector, which gives you a temporary resistance to flash and stun effects, boosts sprint speed, reduces explosive damage, and makes enemy footsteps louder. Assault also gets an active ability that unlocks when you fully level up your training options that reveals nearby audible players, and getting kills will prolong this effect. Every class has two branches
pretty
of
cool.
training options that you can pick from that are basically class-based skills that you can earn every match via XP. For the Assault, their two upgrade paths are Grenadier.
I love that.
and
I love that
Frontliner,
gun, by the
though
way.
I think only
The way a gun
Frontliner
looks
will
is
be
fucking
available
beautiful.
in the beta. We'll
I don't know what it is about
Grenadier
this type
can
gun.
earn every match via
I think it's called an
XP.
EBR.
For the Assault, their two upgrade paths are
I don't know why. It just looks so good. And it's a fucking semi-auto. I don't know why. This is the first marksman rifle ever platinumed in, like, or gold or whatever, fucking the older Call of Duties.
Grenadier
feels so
and
good.
Frontliner, though I think only Frontliner will be available in the beta. We'll have to wait and see. Grenadier gives you quicker grenade launcher reloads, extra grenades, and it increases your flash resistance. Frontliner will boost health regeneration, give an extra adrenaline injector charge, and it reduces your inaccuracy while moving. One thing to note with the Assault class is that DICE are making some big changes after the beta. They're replacing the signature trait with Commanding Presence, which speeds up objective captures and takes you out of combat faster to speed up how quickly your squad can respawn on you after a fight. They're also moving the respawn beacon, now called the deploy beacon, from Recon class to the Assault class. Again, I believe these two changes are coming after the beta. Next is the Engineer. This is the
That's out the
These two
window.
changes are coming after the beta.
My
Next
nigga flew out. He flew out the window like he got pulled like as a fucking those old timey ass like stage plays where you see the big ass hook come and like pull someone out, like yank him out the goddamn.
Assault class.
Dude flew
Again,
out
I
that fucking
believe
window.
These two changes are coming after the beta. Next is the Engineer. This is the anti-vehicle role, but they're also intended to support your team's vehicles. Their signature weapons are PDWs or SMGs, which get improved hipfire control. Their signature trait reduces explosive damage against them, and their signature gadget is the iconic repair tool, this time with a nice gauge showing you how close to empty it is. Their active ability makes the repair tool work
That's definitely one of the
faster,
better things
and their
from
training
this to Call of
options
Duty
are
is have
either
their classes
anti-armor
are
or combat
useful.
Engineer. Anti-armor makes your
Like
rockets
repairing
reduce the
shit, that's
auto
really
repair
cool.
ability of enemy vehicles.
It's not my
plus it
style,
gives you
but I
more
think it's just
ammo
cool to
and
have.
faster reloads with rocket launchers. Combat Engineer gives vehicles that you're a passenger in auto health regen, a longer lasting repair tool, and it automatically spots nearby mines. The
Oh
support
wow,
class
that's
is another one
OP
that's seeing a
kind of.
pretty
Goddamn.
big change from its traditional role on the battlefield. While it's still the LMG-focused ammo guy, DICE have also reworked the supply crate to both heal and rearm players. Their signature weapon is the LMG, which gets a buff to remove the sprint speed penalty while you're using it. Their signature trait lets
That's
them
really
drag
nice.
and revive
No
down
sprint
teammates
penalty?
much faster. They're also the only class that can revive anyone on your team, while other classes can only drag and revive their own squad mates. They have access to defibrillators.
Oh, we can revive our
which
squad mates. Oh,
extremely
good.
fast revives their active.
I forget who. I think I watched Angry Joe watch the reveal of everything like way back like a week or so. I don't know how long ago it was, and he had a question about whether or not you could revive when anyone could revive anybody. I guess that's a good middle ground. You can revive your squad mates if you're not medic, but you can't not the whole team. That's a good middle ground.
Temporarily boost their resupply and revive speeds. Their training options are either combat medic or fire support. Combat medic can dispense health when other players press the interact
Damn,
key
you
while
bucking
looking
that
at them,
shit.
and they restore health when reviving down players.
God
Fire
damn.
support gives enhanced weapon control when the weapon is mounted and dispenses ammo. Basically, you can push your class to specialize more towards medic or ammo.
That's
traits.
insane.
Finally,
I mentioned the fucking recoil control before, or the handling before. And LMGs are notorious kickers, right? This
gives
motherfucker
enhanced
is
weapon
holding
control
that
when the
shit
weapon
like
is
it's
mounted
nothing.
and dispenses ammo. Basically, you
Motherfucker
can push your
Rambo
class
out
to
this
specialize
bitch.
more towards medic.
Even if you have a foregrip, a vertical foregrip, and like a heavy stock or some shit, it should still, at that distance, it shouldn't be like that. God damn.
And dispenses ammo. Basically, you can push your class to specialize more towards medic or ammo traits. Finally, there's the recon class,
Shit.
which is often thought of as the long-range sniper. But
Now, I'm
it
not
does
saying
have
I
some
like
good
want
options
there to
for
be a lot of
close-range
recoil
combat.
and shit. I
While
hate
using
recoil
sniper
personally.
rifles, recon
That
gets
one actually
faster,
looks pretty decent. The
have some
pistol.
good options for
But,
close-range combat. While using sniper rifles,
Sometimes
recon
some
gets
shit can be
faster,
like
rechambering
unnecessarily
between shots,
laser.
which is a pretty good bonus. It decreases scope sway
Laser-like.
and gives you a longer breathful duration. Their signature trait automatically spots enemies
Oh, yeah,
while
here
you're
it is again.
laboring between shots, which is a pretty good. Often thought of as the long-range sniper, but it does have some good options for close-range combat. While using sniper rifles, recon gets faster rechambering between shots, which is a pretty good bonus. It decreases scope sway and gives you a longer breathful duration. Their signature trait
You don't want to give me that, bro. You don't want to give me that, man. You really don't want to give that to me, dog. I'm gonna be a fucking monster if you give that shit to me.
automatically spots enemies while you're aiming at them through the
That's-
optic.
you don't-
They
you
also
don't
get
wanna
a
give me
motion
that,
sensor
bro.
as their signature gadget, and they get a UAV that marks enemies as their active ability. Their
You
training
don't wanna
options
give
are
me any of
Sniper
that.
Or Pathfinder. Sniper gets improved auto spot speed, range, and duration. Sniper shots will highlight enemies and temporarily prevent healing, while headshot kills on enemy players will make them unrevivable. Pathfinder.
You don't want me to
undetectable by
have
equipment
that. You
unless
don't want me to
you're
have it. You
sprinting.
don't. You don't. Y'all
highlights
just playing.
damaged enemies
Y'all just
for the
fucking
entire
playing.
game, and it can perform quieter takedowns. Like the Assault class, Recon is getting some changes after the beta that replaces the Pathfinder training path with Spec Ops that is more focused on stealth and avoiding detection. Now, when it comes to weapons, I'm sure we're going to learn a lot more during the beta, as we'll have a lot more playtime to really go through them, but for a quick recommendation list, assault rifles are naturally quite good. I really enjoyed the G36. It's very easy to use. It might not be the best weapon out there, but if you're getting into the game and you want
I don't know why my
something that is
screen was
solid,
fucked up the whole
that's
time.
a
I
good
just
go-to.
realized
For
that shit.
carbines, I enjoyed both
My
the
top thing
M4
was
and the
there.
417. Both were very effective. The PDW/SMGs were actually surprisingly good. They have very low recoil, allowing them to punch much further than you might expect, and I found myself using them a lot more than I had in previous Battlefield games. The LMGs are fun. They are slow to draw and aim down sight, so just keep that in mind, but they are effective with massive magazines that you can upgrade in the weapon.
Yeah, effective. That
customization
motherfucker's
menu.
a laser.
Properly equipped Ultimax 100 is also a bit of a laser beam, so if you just want
Yeah.
a machine gun that's easy to use and effective at medium to longer ranges, that is a great option. Now, on the vehicle side, things feel pretty familiar. Tanks go
I
down
saw.
fast.
Yo,
and-
don't think I didn't see that shit,
Now,
bro.
on the vehicle side, things feel pretty familiar.
This shit, he motherfuckers, he threw it and it hit the goddamn rear view light up here at this one. Oh my god.
tanks go down fast if you're
Also, I don't think I like that. I noticed it a few times. I don't know why it took me this long to pick up on what the fuck it was.
Easy to use and effective at
But why the fuck are
medium
grenades
ranges,
glowing
that is
like
a
that?
great option. Now, on the vehicle side, things feel pretty
No, but seriously though, why is it glowing like that? I don't like that. It's obviously like warning. There's a grenade coming. No, I don't like that.
familiar. Tanks go down fast if you're not careful, so you can't overextend them, but their weapons are highly effective, and if you've got a good crew, you can keep them up and running for a long time. The attack helicopter is good, but it's not super agile, so it does feel a bit vulnerable at
I've
the
never
moment.
ever
I'll probably be playing around with
any
some
game been
sensitivity
any
options
good
during
pilot.
the beta
I'm
to
not a
see
good
if I can
pilot.
dial it in a bit better. Now, the beta will
I'm also not
feature
interested in
several
being a good
modes that are
pilot,
gonna be
but still, I'm
split
not a good
across
pilot.
the different beta weekends. Weekend 1, which is basically this beta, will offer Conquest, closed weapons on breakthrough, and standard breakthrough. It'll also offer some more
That nigga tripped. He was walking
closed
backwards and
weapons on
fucking tripped.
breakthrough and standard breakthrough. It'll also offer some more close quarter modes with Domination and King of the Hill. Weekend 2 will offer an additional 2 modes, Rush and Squad Deathmatch. For Weekend 1, the maps will include Siege of Cairo, which is a personal highlight of mine. I recommend playing that one as much as possible. Liberation Peak in Iberian Offensive.
God damn, that
Weekend 2
ragdoll. Yo,
as
I'm be
much as
cracking
possible.
up with this fucking
Liberation
ragdoll,
Peak
bro.
in Iberian
Jeez.
Offensive. Weekend 2 will add the Empire State map, which is infantry.
When I'm on my shotgun
Now,
runs, bro,
Escalation is a
I'm
brand new
gonna be
addition
dying the
coming
whole
with
time.
Battlefield 6, but sadly
Laughing.
it's not going to be playable in the beta. It was explained to me as kind of like Conquest, but as the match progresses, the available capture points shrink,
God.
forcing both teams into tighter
Yo,
combat
you don't
areas.
want me to
Some
have
of the
this game.
developers I spoke with at the reveal event said it was their favorite mode to play, so I'm kind of disappointed that we won't get a chance to play it during the beta. Who knows what DICE has planned for the future though? Maybe we'll get a sneak peek at it before launch. Now, something else I'm really looking forward to trying out is Battlefield 6's version of Portal. It won't be available during the beta, but it looks incredibly powerful. It's using the
That looks
Godot
really,
engine
really cool.
to let players
That looks
create
super,
custom
super
maps
dope.
with advanced scripting, AI, and more. It just seems so much more powerful than the last one. It seems like Halo Forge mode, but potentially maybe even more powerful. Now, I'm
I
sure
would
a lot
say
of
so.
you, like me, got really
I would say,
excited
actually,
when
if I'm thinking of my immediate thought was Halo 3, because that's where it came from, either Halo 3 or Halo Reach. Either way, I did both of them. But he's all about Halo Infinite, and Halo Infinite's Forge is very good. I love Halo Infinite's Forge. I haven't gotten good enough to use it. I've used it nearly enough, but I feel like it'd be on par with this. The only thing that'll make this better is this one has look the art style, the more realistic shit is gonna feel a whole lot different. And it looks like you could do different kinds of things than what you can do in Halo's Forge. But I'm really interested to see what people come up with this one.
we saw the Operation Firestorm remake in the gameplay reveal. This is an iconic map that was first revealed in Battlefield 3, and it served as a great showcase of the mixed infantry and vehicle combat that Battlefield is all about. But it doesn't look like it's going to be the only classic map getting a remake. Some DICE devs have revealed that the studio is listening to players about remaking classic maps, and that they might make some more if there's enough demand. This sounds like a big PR stunt, and it's likely that they already have many of these maps.
I mean,
in the
if you-
works already, they just
If you give niggas Forge, they'll do it themselves. You give niggas mods, they'll do it themselves. We don't need an official map release. You can have there's gonna be one dedicated person to make every map, every one of their favorite maps. There's gonna be one person to do it.
discovered a list of maps in development.
God bless
for the
that
game.
man.
It includes 4 remakes: Operation Firestorm, Propaganda, Talam Market, and Downtown. There's been multiple leaks and data mines hinting at these specific maps being part of Battlefield 6 production, so with Firestorm confirmed, it seems like just a matter of time. Given the more close-quarter
Just a
nature
matter
of the
of time.
current map lineup, I certainly wouldn't mind seeing them
God, this ragdoll's
remaster
ridiculous.
Caspian Border, or
This
even
ragdoll's
the
giving me Saints Row
iconic
vibes.
Wake Island. Now, speaking of Firestorm, there's plenty of teases indicating that the Battle Royale mode from Battlefield 5 is coming back. Aside from the hint in
Yeah,
the live
probably.
stream reveal, there's already been some leaked videos of the mode that show a destroyed suburb of California and a soldier walking through a house with a massive hole blown out of it. As for the mechanics of the mode, there isn't too much info that's leaked, but we do know
So
that the mode will likely be free to play.
hold
The
on.
Firestorm, which is the closing circle, allegedly will do a ton of damage when you're close to it, so rather than having that gameplay mechanic where you can be in the Firestorm and then come out of it, seems like that might actually be less available this time.
I like
and then
that.
You just have to
Good.
avoid it in general. Dead players will be
I think I haven't played it yet. I am gonna play it for sure. But I've definitely watched. No, I played the beta, so I do have words on this. The Night Rain. The Night Rain's rain doesn't hurt nearly enough. Not nearly enough. Not even after release, this shit hurt enough. When I think PUBG probably did it the best balanced, because you can survive a decent amount of time in that circle, or in that red zone before you fucking die. But it's terrifying. I've always been scared getting to the red zone of fucking in PUBG, but it can't be Night Rain levels of weak. When you I like the idea of if you're in there, you can't be 50 meters from the fucking circle and be like, oh, I'm fine. No, if you're 50 meters, you should be fucking panicking. Like, it's eating me alive. You know what I'm saying? You need that real panic to keep the end that real panic, right? If your fire is just gonna fucking singe my leg here, I'm not gonna give a fuck. But if I'm gonna lose a leg and have to drag myself through the rest of the circle, no, I'm gonna fucking not touch the goddamn circle.
respawnable at deploy points. Dead players will also get an Overwatch ability that lets them spectate the match via remote cameras and drones, and even control remote turrets. Overall, I'm really hoping that DICE can finally deliver a popular and successful Battle Royale experience. Battlefield 5's Firestorm felt like the inspiration for many other Battle Royale experiences, but it just died before it could really gain any traction.
I like
thanks to
that
being
environmental
behind a paywall. I think Battlefield
pop-up.
once again has one of the best opportunities to evolve the Royale experience with dynamic destruction for buildings, which they did with Firestorm, which was such a cool feature, allowing you to just blow up a building that you suspected somebody was camping in there. Really.
See, I was waiting for him to bring this up, because I was hearing shit about this too. Oh no, I saw it when I was watching. I was watching little clips on Twitter and shit when they did the reveals. The destruction mechanic is fantastic, right? I love the idea in a multiplayer game to be able to destroy buildings and change the landscape and get motherfuckers at camping spots and shit like that, right? But the thing is, I saw like someone did a test on it, right? He shot a grenade launcher at it. It hit the wall. It bust open a window, but didn't do much else but scorch the wall. But then he shot it again, and the whole fucking shit just came down, right? The whole floor came down, and then the front building came down. It's cool, but it's like going from 10 to 80, right? I feel like it should have steps. Like, you should be able to just punch a person-sized hole in the wall without destroying the whole thing. I think they even showed it in the trailer where the guy took a sledgehammer to the ground and the whole shit fell down. It's like, no, I just wanted a hole here, not a whole goddamn floor gone, right? There should be more precision destruction like they have in Siege. Rainbow Six Siege has very, very good destruction, I think. In the precision destruction, you can't destroy everything like in Battlefield, but they have good precision destruction, right? I think you need a blend of that, right? And it's also just different games, right? This map is significantly bigger than a single building in Siege, but I feel like there could be a good balance to strike here, where you can punch a wall down without knocking down the whole building. You can knock down like a 6-foot circle in the floor or the ceiling without taking down the whole goddamn floor. You know what I'm saying?
Evolved the game mode and made it feel much more realistic and dynamic. Hopefully Firestorm 2.0 learns from its past mistakes. In the meantime, I'm going to jump into the Battlefield 6 beta and just play the heck out of it. So excited for this. I hope you guys enjoyed this coverage. And if you want to see some of the stuff I've been doing while I wait for Battlefield 6 to come out.
Yeah, I can't jump in right now because I don't have a fucking chair. And I also don't have Game Pass right now. But I should have that by the next beta. And then you don't want me to in this fucking beta, dog. You don't want it. What are comments saying? Comments saying they don't want me to have it either. I wonder if it's gonna bring back Operation. I don't know what that is. Actually, I don't know why I'm reading comments. There's gonna be a lot of people who already know the game. Again, I've been a Call of Duty lifer. The only Battlefield I ever played was Hardline, because it was on Games with Gold, and I actually didn't even play it until recently. But I didn't play it. I didn't play multiplayer. I don't think the multiplayer had servers. But I played the campaign. I didn't finish it, but I played it. But yeah. So I'm really excited. I don't know shit, so I'm really excited to learn and get my ass kicked and rage quit. I'm not gonna rage quit, but still. Now moving on to something else. I was just kind of running through some shit on Twitter to find something to watch, and I came across this: the worst rappers in the game, Dax, and I'm like, oh, I know who Dax is. Oh, I know who Dax is. So I remember when I first found Dax back around, I think maybe it'd been a little bit before Joyner and Logic did Homicide. And I think it's Homicide. And Dax here was just coming up. He at the time he was doing a lot of freestyles, and Homicide was one of them. So was Logic's other song. I forget what Logic's other song was. He did a lot of freestyles. He did a lot of one take videos and shit. He was like rapping and whatnot. And I was really digging it for a while, right? And then he became more mainstream, or not more mainstream even, but he became just bigger, and he became a little gimmicky. I mean, like as we see right here, is a big gimmicky, right? This exact fucking shit. When we started doing the Joker shit, I was like, you're doing too much. You're trying a little too much now, right? Gotham was pretty cool. Was a pretty cool song, you know. I think I still have it on my Spotify. But after that, man, I couldn't really do much about it, right? So we'll see what Mr. CDTV Productions has to say about Mr. Dax. I'm very, very, very curious.
You're insane. You're in pain. I can tell by what you're saying.
Dax.
Yeah.
You're insane. You're in pain. I can tell by what you're saying.
Dax, listen to me. I'm here from the future. I'm here to warn you that if the music doesn't get any better, you're gonna appear in CDTV Productions' video series, Worst Rappers in the Game. Dax, please stop. It's embarrassing. No, not more. Less. Dax.
I don't know, my YouTube keeps fucking up.
Dax.
Corny, goofball, scammer, janitor.
A scammer?
These are just some words that have been used by others to describe the Dax Man. He is a rapper that at this point has been around for quite a long time.
Oh, you Canadian?
He's managed exceptionally well to stay relevant over the years. A big part of that due to his dedication
you're not Canadian.
towards
What
just
accent is that?
slapping the algorithm's cheeks. I first heard of this guy in like 2017, 2018.
Yeah, around that time,
and he
yeah.
is still putting up numbers.
Yeah, he really is, yeah.
Every time that
He's
he
putting it up,
drops
yeah.
something. But is the music actually any good? Well, today, Worst Rappers in the Game returns, and I'm gonna be answering that question. To get a solid opinion on his music, I listened to Tupac Reincarnation Volume 2 as told by Dax. It's a Tupac remix tape. It's different now. I'll say it for you. Pain paints paintings. What is life? And from a man's perspective, along with numerous singles and remixes that he's done over the years.
It took a long time.
So with that being
took
said,
a long
this
time.
is CDTV Productions, and let's see if Dax is one of the worst rappers in the game or not.
I'm not bipolar, but I feel an imbalance inside me chemically. Up, down, got my emotions and I feel incredibly sad.
Rapping style. He certainly has one.
I don't know what the fuck that
Are you guys
song
familiar
was.
with the concept of flanderization? It's defined by TV tropes as the act of taking a single action or trait of a character within a work and exaggerating it more and more over time.
Try hard,
until
yeah.
it completely consumes the character. Most always, the trait/action becomes completely outlandish and it becomes
Try
their
hard, yeah.
defining characteristic, turning them into a caricature of their former selves. I feel like this perfectly describes what has happened to a good chunk of Dax's rapping from 2016
up until now. Obviously, on his earlier stuff, his delivery is
Right.
more reserved, less confident. That's just kind of natural earlier on when you're trying to find your voice. But on his 2018 mixtape of Tupac remix songs, I feel like he finally sounded pretty smooth as a rapper.
Picture me rolling on the bike. It's my life. Could be making millions off a rap, but they ain't treating me right.
He sounds good. He's always had a good voice.
Now, his singing moments on that tape are pretty dreadful.
Yeah, he does try to push some vocals on him.
But let's
It's totally fine to not be as... Oh, shit. Excuse me. It's totally fine to not do both, you know? Some people have the talent to where they can do both. You don't always have to do both. You can definitely get some R&B nigga. You could definitely get an R&B shawty and just do them backgrounds and choruses for you. I promise you, it'll come out with a better project. Sometimes you don't have to do everything. Like you know what I mean? It's like, ain't no wrong with collaboration, bro. Ain't no wrong with being like, you know what, this ain't my bag. Let me just, you know what I'm saying?
stay on topic with the rapping voice for now. That was Dax then, but Dax now, to put it pretty simply,
He's still doing the Joker stuff?
raps like a cartoon character.
Even though we all know I'm one of the best of all time.
I remember that.
I mean, compare.
I distinctly remember that. Yeah, this might have been after Gotham. I think this was after Gotham. But either way, like, bro, you're doing entirely too much.
One of the best of all time.
It's like he's trying to take an alter ego route, like a Slim Shady to Eminem, like Slim Shady's like the crazier, unhinged side of Eminem, and this is the crazier, unhinged side of Dax, which is fine. But like the thing is, Slim Shady has always come from Eminem. Right, they're one and the same. You're mirroring the Joker. You know what I'm saying? And you're putting yourself in the mind of a Joker for your alter ego. That didn't come from Joker's not your thing. Right? It's just popular at the time. And you just kind of roll with it. Right? and the most famous Joker in the modern time at that. Heath Ledger's Joker was fucking killing it at the time. It was the Joker at the time. And it's crazy. These eyebrows are the newer Joker's eyebrows, but still.
I mean, compare one of his earliest remixes of Tupac's California Love.
Give me the beat, ace of death. Give me the boot thing with a fan base and a band-aid. It's a wreck. Give me a fan page and a check. Give me a 12 gauge and a vest.
To one of his modern ones, like his Forgot About Dre remix.
You wanna know why the whole world hates me? I spit truth and I rhyme off safety. And they know that I just might maybe be the motherfucking goddamn greatest.
Obviously, over time, your delivery is going to become more defined, and you're going to zone in a little bit more on what works, perhaps even what grabs the most attention. But my God, are the over-the-top
Remember that one.
vocals so terrible.
Oh no, never mind. Not that one. He had a different one in a similar kind of desert road one that I really liked. I can't remember the name of these fucking songs though. I might have to look them up. An older one I used to like when this is over.
He
It would be an
feels
interesting
like a
actual
parody of
look back.
himself now, if that's even possible. Hey, is this the Dax Song Factory?
Yeah, what do you need?
You guys got any good rapping with nice cadences?
Best we can do is maniacal yelling.
Oh, great. I love slop. But let's step away from the rappity rap for a minute. I was really surprised at how much of Dax's albums are melodically focused. And this can be a bit back and forth between albums. His 2018 project, It's Different Now, is far from perfect with the vocals, but it does have a few songs that are pretty catchy and relatively nice to listen to.
I don't get tired, no. I keep going like all night long. No, I can't stop, oh no. I keep going like all night long. No cap, niggas don't rap, real talk, better know that. Murder, body bag, and a toe tag. No cash, nah, nigga, no collab. See me in the street, ain't about action, nigga want beef. Put it in the caption, nigga want tweet. Never about rapping, I bring heat.
Honestly, not bad. By
Not bad.
contrast, his next project in 2020, I'll say it for you, is mostly a disaster melodically. Tracks that are supposed to be super emotional turn into unintentional comedy because of the delivery.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, looking like a fool.
Some of them just sound grating.
Done with the lies, but I heard it on multiple times. You can win without multiple drives. Baby, I see you in the wrong.
And then there's one song
I
where he
can't
just
understand
straight
a
up
word
rips
he
off
said.
Rod Wave style. It's so blatant.
I sit and cry in my room. My heart's been broken, suffocating, like I'm choking.
I can't compare. I don't know who this nigga is.
We were supposed to live in perfect harmony. I got half of you, you got all of me.
Luckily, Pain Paints Paintings, proper Realize, Real Lies title that, tones things back down a bit and is probably overall the melodically smoothest album from Dax.
I ain't weak, I don't break, so I'm working through the weekends. I need to get a separate crib for my achievements.
Good? Not necessarily, but better. Even the rapping is a bit less ridiculous here. Battles with Faith is a good example of a song with a good singing hook in my opinion and pretty smooth rapping during the verses. It almost has like a Tech 9 fast harmonized rapping sound to it. I enjoy it.
Fighting, I'm having battles with faith. They criticize me and speak on my name. Who's stopping them? We ain't never seen a nigga this popping without that garbage that be brainwashing them. So every time I get a chance, I'm bombing the verbal bombing.
Only significant weak points are that awful propaganda hook, his first Tom McDonald collab, by the way, because he has no
I remember that.
standards, and the song PTSD.
I remember that.
Propaganda.
Yeah.
Why is he laughing? He's been plotting. Says get up. I hear death calling. I stood up and started walking.
Never heard that
Speaking
one.
of no standards, did I mention that his next two projects start leaning
I don't even
in
remember when
more
he
of
cut
a
his hair.
country direction? What a coincidence that he only started making these songs when country was popular on the charts once again. Dax would never...
I truly don't know when country was ever popular on the charts.
Trans, would
But
he?
you know.
I'm sorry, but this energy drink today is absolutely horrible. This is a Ghost Bubblicious Strawberry Splash. Sponsor me, by the way, Ghost. I know I'm slandering one of your products here, but mostly I like their drinks. This tastes like medicine, man. Medicine.
Strawberry
is so
energy drinks
needed after
tended to
listening
the medicine.
Dax
There's like
for
maybe
weeks.
two that
And
don't.
yeah, those country tracks
And they're both
sound
monsters.
as forced as you would expect them to.
And don't nobody give a damn about our broken hearts, yeah. This the circle of life. As a man you provide. They don't know what you worth.
And up to this point, I haven't really mentioned what one of my biggest issues
He can sound really
is
preachy,
with the
too.
way that Dax lays down his vocals. It's the believability of them. When you're making sad or deep rap songs, something that Dax does quite often because #relatable, your voice is the vessel for communicating that emotion. And with a lot of these emotional Dax tracks, I feel like I'm listening to the rap equivalent of an unconvincing actor. Now I'm going to do something right here that will be a bit of a throwback for some of you.
He ain't
watching
wrong
this.
about that, really.
I'm gonna defend Hobson.
Oh, brother.
At least an aspect of his music. You can take the Hobson out of the man, but you can't take the man out of the Hobson. Anyway,
I
some
don't.
Dax tracks reminded me of Hobson a little bit, and that connection made me think.
Oh wait, no, I've heard of Hobson
I don't
songs
feel
before.
like
A couple.
Hobson's emotion
A couple.
has ever felt super performed.
I can't remember
or
them though, but I remember the
for show to
name.
me. However misplaced his emotions and anger might be sometimes, and oftentimes they are, I don't feel like I've ever listened to one of his songs and felt like he hasn't truly internally meant what he's venting about. With Dax, I do.
I feel the same way about Drake. I feel the same way about Drake. Like it's like I don't know how many times I got to tell this goddamn story, but like when I first started not liking Drake was when around the time Take Care came out, or when he started talking tough, and it was like, nigga, you're not gonna. What are you gonna do, nigga? What do you mean? Weren't you Jimmy from fucking Degrassi, nigga? What are you talking about? Roll on in the goddamn wheelchair, bro. You ain't scared. Like I never believed that nigga, bro. I never believed that nigga. And then you have niggas like J. Cole who is 1,000,000% believable in the way he sounds and just the way he is. Like you could just tell, right? I don't know what age I was when Take Care came out, but even then I was like, this nigga ain't about it, bro. He ain't about it.
Do not get that. On tracks such as Dear God and Book
This is a little bit different. This is obviously a different context. You talk about, sad, but still like the performative nature of it is the through line here.
of Revelations, the emotions do feel performative.
How the hell does
Thank
one
you.
man have $100 billion and we still have people on the street that are broke? There's a lot of things I want to talk about and get off my chest. What
That's
if
from
we-
2020? That's one of the songs. I think I have this song on my Spotify still. But I thought that was an older song. I didn't know it was a 2020 song.
Looked for the truth but didn't know where to search. What if the books they said to read have never been your
Oh.
words?
And rap is a
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. The song's coming back to me now. It sounds like the crying parts and like him really trying to.
The books they said to
And he screams like at random times, I'm not gonna. This might be a song we might go through later.
read have never been your words.
And rap is a performance, but the best rappers are good at making you not notice, making you feel the emotion behind everything. I know Hobson is off-putting to a lot of people, and I completely get why, but he's levels above
He does look
Dex
kinda
in this
creepy.
aspect alone, if you ask
That's a bad
me.
picture.
While
That's
I
just a bad
haven't
picture.
discussed his flow too much.
That's a bad
if you haven't
picture.
watched the recent Worst Rappers in the Game episodes, delivery and flow are covered in the same rapping style segment now. It's perfectly solid if you take it on its own. His delivery is the main thing that's shaky
Yeah.
to me, but the actual pattern of his flows are usually well suited to the production that they're on. Pain Paints Paintings is a solid project for his flows too. For a lot of the tracks, I feel like he's hitting solid pockets within the beats.
Now don't stop, I'm on, but go off. I get paid to breathe and write songs. You're not on my level, I blast off. Ain't it funny, I used to get passed on.
There's not much that properly blew me away in that regard, but it's probably the least weak aspect of his music. So for the ratings here, I'm gonna go with a 3 out of 10 for Dax's
Damn.
delivery and a 6 out of 10 for his flows. Like I said, the flows really
That's
aren't
fair.
a problem at all, but I mostly do not like his delivery with shaky singing, over-the-top yelling, and a lack of
Oh, yeah,
believability at a lot
yep.
of points.
Said
If
that
I
earlier.
make a sad song, don't ask me if I'm happy. Fuck a hook, my pain isn't catchy.
Dex is one of those rappers that often gets labeled by his fans as a lyricist, a
We have to
real
go through his songs.
rapper.
At least two of them.
But
At least two
to
of his
me,
songs. Fuck.
He's one of the perfect examples of diet lyricism. And even that is
Because after I started writing stuff and putting out my own music to like no audience, like I'm very curious to see what I used to like. Because again, I haven't heard Dex in a long time, and I used to like him. So I'm curious to see now, from this perspective, his older writing.
isn't
See-
a good
see how it compares to
comparison
something else
because
from today.
diet soda is more enjoyable than full sugar, but let me run with this anyway. I've
Go
rarely
ahead.
ever listened to a Dax song and felt like there was truly depth to it. A big part of this comes from the fact that Dax feels like an unreliable narrator to me. Maybe it's the unconvincing actor aspect of it all again, but I can't actually tell if a lot of his tracks about pain and suffering come from a genuine place, or if they're just crafted to be relatable and pop off in the algorithm.
I get lost inside my brain. Think I might need help.
Well, I'm praying for you.
Should I drown all these thoughts or should I leave them to float? I've got all of my flaws living inside of this boat.
This is a man who stole a Lil Peep feature after he died and then marketed
Huh?
the song he made with the stolen feature as a tribute to Lil Peep. So you could see why I wouldn't really put it past him to make up stuff about his life, to make the man who stole a Lil
I've got all of my flaws living inside of this boat.
This is a man who stole a Lil Peep feature after he died and then marketed the song he made with the stolen feature as a tribute to Lil Peep.
That's grimy. That is that's like that's just bad. That's just in poor taste. That's just a very poor taste thing to do. Cause it's like Yeah, you passed, but like I'm still gonna release this fucking track though. But he still helped. But what do you mean like he stole it though? What do you mean by that? Oh,
Lil Peep feature after he died, and then
that's too much to read.
marketed the song
But that's still
he
crazy
made
though.
with the stolen feature as
Stolen
a tribute to Lil Peep. So you could see why I wouldn't really put it past him to make up stuff about his life, to make songs that are more relatable, that he
Yeah.
can then tell people to share if you relate. And I'm not saying that none of it is true, but what I am saying is that the writing doesn't do a
That was
great
the
job
loudest
of
soda
selling
crack
me
I've ever
on.
heard in my
And
life.
when it comes to looking at the bars, the wordplay, there's a lot to be desired here too. I mentioned this in my video about unnecessary rap song remixes, but Dax's remix tracks in particular stand out to me as so unimpressive lyrically, despite trying to appear strong in that regard. So much of it feels like, one, pick a general topic, let's say the weather, and then two, play a basic word association game with it.
I bet you I still rain, storming through every beat, how I thunder and bring the pain. You would think a tornado hit, how I mix it up when I sang.
And then maybe follow that up with financial word association.
Yeah, I invest in myself, my stocks rising and actually bonds people together. I mutually fund humanity. Bank on Dax, it's tax free to gas me.
And then how about some politics? Everybody loves politics.
This new election got me pondering things inside my mind. I'm taking President Trump in the game while biding my time. Yes, 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 yes. Yes.
To me, that's not interesting at all because there's not really very many layers to it and it doesn't really mean all that much. Like when you really boil it down to his core, he's just using all of these things as a way to talk about how great he is. That's pretty much it. Sure, there's double entendres.
Yeah, that's what
in
all those
there,
freestyles
but
did
they
back in the day
feel
too.
super lightweight with clunky execution. Top it off with absolutely stupid social commentary and boom. Dax remix. It's actually
That's what I mean. That's what I mean by like I said before. I said something about him being preachy. He like when you speak on something that like, but you don't really say anything, right? It's like, why are you even saying it? You know, it's kind of like those people who don't push conversations forward. It's like those people who are like, whose every answer is, well, you know, it is what it is. You know, that's God's plan. You know, no disrespect to God. It's just like those people who just have filler responses. I think that's might be what he's getting at.
social commentary and boom.
Super
Dax
social commentary,
remix.
like doesn't matter.
It's actually exhausting to listen to as someone.
Or actually, what I got from that bit about this election got me thinking inside my mind is like, yeah, but like what are those things though? You mentioned that the election had you thinking, but what are you thinking about? You're biding your Trump and you're biding your time. But what are you thinking about? Why you know what I'm saying? That might be interesting to put down. But like just mentioning that is making you think about something isn't really anything. It's making everybody think about something. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's mentioning it without picking a side.
That really enjoys lyricism. I also take issue.
Eminem ass would pick a side. He's picked a side plenty of times when it comes to politics. And he wants to, and during that time, back in the day when I found him, he was fucking shouting for Eminem for an Eminem feature. He's like, please, I could do Rap God too, you know. And same with Joyner and Logic when he did their remix on Homicide. In the beginning, it was like, yo Joyner, yo Logic, y'all forgot to hit me. I came through though, like no one invited you to the party, dog. What do you mean?
With him saying rap used to tell a story and now it's all for the views, when this man is possibly the biggest snake oil salesman for the views that I've seen maybe ever. I have just listened to 9 years of Dax's career condensed into a few weeks, and through that it's been so clear that his only real motive is to move with whatever topic or sound is trendy at the time to become as rich and successful
Or,
as he can.
superhero villain.
In fact, in his music overall, it really bugs me how he presents himself as someone that doesn't care about followers and social media is evil and all that kind of stuff.
Stuck in a society that profits off of clicks and sexualizes everything for mediocre ego trips. I'm fucking finished with it. Don't make these people your idols. Forget about all of the followers. Jesus had 12 disciples.
When everything he
See what I'm saying? Preachy. And it's like not even like it's not even a problem. Say like, you know, he's a religious guy. That's fine. You put religion in your raps all the time. That's fine. But if you sound preachy, it's gonna put people off. All right. It's like, why you gonna tell me to fuck my like what?
These people your idols. Forget about all of the
I do agree with don't make these people your idols though. No idols but God.
followers. Jesus had 12 disciples.
But forget about our followers. It's like what are you doing? You would not have this 5th or 6th album, whatever the fuck, without all of your followers.
When everything he drops is so clearly tailored to social media algorithms.
Yeah.
No one was making songs about
Exactly.
Danielle Bregoli in 2017 for the love of the game. Although, ironically, that is kind of one of his catchiest songs, but my point still stands. And then, when we get to the more country-focused projects, the topic is usually man. Not even Grant McDonald projects talk this much about man. It's all about the plight of being a man and how those darned women will never understand. And the topic of man's mental health is
He had a song, Last Words, not the one that played earlier on this. Like I thought those were my last words. I think the song I was thinking of was probably the precursor to that song. But in Last Words, he had this break. In, you know what? Fuck it. That's one of the songs we'll play.
completely valid, by the way. There are some struggles that are generally a little
talk about
more
it
unique
then.
to men, and other struggles that are more unique to women. But Dax's execution of these subjects feels so phony.
Hey, you know who lives in this house? A great big phony! That's right, a phony lives here!
Every topic that could
fucking
be
love
deep
Family Guy.
just feels like another way for him to make a marketable
Phony.
track, which, if you can't tell by this point, is one of my biggest issues with his lyrics and content.
When I need space, that's where I go. A place to escape.
What in the what in the regular Dean's commercial is this?
Which, if you can't tell by this point, is one of my biggest issues with his lyrics and content.
When I need space, that's where I go. A place to escape.
And some of the
Nigga look like a goddamn starving artist. And like not in like the rapper kind of way, in like the theater kid kind of way.
content here is just really funny, like on A Real Man, where Dax is talking about this woman who wants a fantasy version of a man that just doesn't exist in the real world. And then the chorus just talks about her wanting a man that's nice to her and is in control of his emotions.
One who opens up the door, holds her hand and still smiles when he feels bad. In control of his emotions, wears his heart on his sleeve, but don't get mad. Yeah, she says she wants a real man.
Okay. I have to ask a question. Is country music big in Canada? Because he's a Canadian. He's from up there. And I don't know if country music is big up there or not. I really don't know. Well, I guess outside of hip hop, because Drake, we're hip hop pop. But because Drake's from up there. But I don't know if they like country music too. I'm not sure. Because if they do, then it would kind of make sense that Dax would be both country and hip hop if he grew up in a country hip hop kind of way. But I don't know.
But what she wants is not for real.
Darius Rucker
Then
sounding
this
nigger.
unrealistic female fantasy, wanting men to make them feel nice and comfortable.
The verses dive into some more stuff that actually does paint a picture of this woman being quite toxic, at least from Dax's perspective, but I just think that hook is very funny. He could have put more damning stuff than she wants him to be nice and loving in the chorus. It also just gets a bit dull when the entire album that track is from is basically men have life hard, women make it harder. If you've heard his To Be a Man single, you've basically heard the entire From a Man's Perspective album. I guess because that song was so huge, he decided to make an entire
Damn,
album
41
centered
million?
around its themes. Also, I don't really know where else to talk about this within the video, but there's also a song where Dax suggests that thunder occurs because God is applauding when he hears Dax's music.
Maybe the thunder is the sound of God clapping when he's banging Dax music on his playlist. I wonder if God cries.
There's moments
You know who could have made that bar hit really hard? Lil Wayne.
here and there where some lyrics will pop out to me, but it happens pretty infrequently. One of the only tracks that had a personal bar that stood out to me was on The Abyss, when he said that his mother crashed on the way to the hospital to give birth to Dax, so that means he was 0 when he first dodged death. Now, I'd be stupid to believe anything that this man says, but at least the bars sound cool, I guess, and this could
that's
be
true, that's
something
crazy.
that happened. Dear Alcohol
crashed
also
on the-
works decently enough lyrically as a simple
true.
track about dependency on booze and using it as a way to hide from yourself.
I got wasted cause I didn't want to deal with myself tonight.
Standard, but fine for what it is, even if, once again, it's very...
You know, I really don't think country and rap really go together. I think that's the problem. Is that country and rap really don't mix like that. The only time that really mixed well, in my opinion, was Nelly and Tim McGraw doing so Over and Over. But that wasn't really rap. That was more like a hip hop, R&B, country fusion, right? That wasn't hip hop country. That was definitely R&B bridging these two together, right? And it worked really well. I really feel like Tim McGraw should have had a whole verse. I don't know why he had just that small part. Really, that pissed me off. I didn't like Tim McGraw like that, but it's a good song. Anyway, I don't think Dax is really blending these two things together. I think that's the bigger problem here, and his in that specific context, that's the bigger problem there.
who can relate, with constant social media posts from Dax asking for engagement on the song. He literally made a skit with King fucking Bach for the song. Come on, bro.
I gotta start with a drink. My life been getting sort of crazy and I don't wanna think.
That actually makes it feel a lot less serious. I'm sure
lot
it's very
less serious.
helpful for all the recovering alcoholics watching these shorts and TikToks and relating to them to see the Jack Daniels logo directly facing the camera every single time.
My thoughts get drowned until I feel alright. I keep drinking.
Hey, I'm sorry. there's
Part
not a lot in the
25?
studio.
I'm having battles with faith. It's painted right on my face.
Do you want it? Do you want it?
How do you create an anti-drinking song and then have all the promotion for it look like an advertisement for an alcohol brand? Even TikTok's AI summary tool
I'm having battles with faith. It's painted right on my face.
I'm having battles with face is painted right on my face. Beyond the fact that's a very easy little thing. I guess it wasn't even supposed to be anything deeper than. See, that's the problem though. It's not deeper than surface level. He hasn't battled with his face. It's painted around his face, and the visual of his fucking painted face. And the thing is, he always had the painted face, so it's nothing particularly hard, right? Maybe if it was the first time he did the clown face, maybe it'd be a bit harder. But him always doing the clown face doesn't really help. It's kind of adds to the try hardiness and the surface level, because all you gotta do is look at it. All you have to do is look at it. It's too obvious, right? That's not making me think whatsoever. Even without the visual, that's not making me think. To be fair, it is just literally 2 lines in the course of the whole song. But it's like I can't imagine the surrounding context being anything beyond surface level. You know what I mean?
Do you want it? Do you want it?
How do you create an anti-drinking song and then have all the promotion for it look like an advertisement for an alcohol brand? Even TikTok's AI summary tool mistook
It
this
really does.
song as a tribute to Jack Daniels.
You
while
said
talking about how
tribute.
great of a drink
Nigga.
it is, which is absolutely unhinged. And each post has hashtag Jack Daniels. I've changed my mind. Fuck this song. So yeah, overall, content wants
Was
to
the
be
nigga
deep,
sponsored?
but is a shallow puddle in terms of execution. I can't find it in myself to even believe most of the shit that he talks about in his music. It feels like it capitalizes off of relatable struggles rather than truly relaying the pain of them. And when he goes for actual bar-focused tracks,
Say it again?
music, it feels like it capitalizes off of relatable struggles rather than truly relaying the pain of them.
That's probably why it sounds so goddamn surface level. Because you'd think that somebody who has had alcohol issues wouldn't be so performative about it, right? You'd think they'd be able to say something in such, like, you know, write the lines in such a way that hits deeper than the surface level, because it would go deeper than the surface level, right? And people who've been through that would understand that bar at that level. If you haven't been to that level, you won't understand the bar as much because you wouldn't feel the feeling, right? Saying you have a battle with your face paint around your face with a bottle of alcohol in your hand it's not really anything to go off of, right? That's like saying anyone who takes a drink is battling with alcohol. That's not true, right? Just because you have drinks doesn't mean you're an alcoholic, right? But it's like, I don't know. It's like when I think deeper the line should be, I lose myself because, like, wait, what the fuck was the point? Right, there is no point because it's already I'm already way past the fucking surface level of this. You know what I'm saying?
Off of relatable struggles rather than truly relaying the pain of them. And when he goes for actual bar-focused tracks, it feels too basic to be enjoyable. A 3 out of 10 for Dax's lyrics. There's an attempt to put a lot of topics into his albums, but they're rarely addressed
lyrics and delivery both
interestingly.
I've been on to the next move, I'll check mine like we playing chess. Fuck you, man, it's no regrets. I've been there and I won't forget.
This might be the shortest section in here because for like 90% of Dax's music, I could say the beats are unremarkable. That's not entirely a bad thing, they're just absolutely standard for whatever sound he's going for. The melodic rap beats are passable melodic rap beats.
I can't breathe. I'm struggling finding a balance between what I want and I need.
I'm probably going to say this again when we listen to his music directly, but I can't stand this auto-tune. Like it's not even, like, I guess it is auto-tune, but it just sounds like a doubling or like a multi-layering of the vocals, and it bugs me so much. Like, I don't know why. That's not like that doesn't help.
Can't breathe. I'm struggling finding a balance between what I want and I need.
Maybe it's just my ears. Maybe it might be my headphones. I don't know. But there's sometimes he and other artists will have like this certain layering to their vocals. That's like, that sounds like there's like 2 or 3 of them going at the same time. It's like, why? We don't like it. Maybe for intensity, but like I don't need that shit. I really fucking don't. Not all the time. Maybe use that shit like fucking truffle oil. Use that shit sparingly, bro. You don't fucking use a whole goddamn bottle.
The country rap beats are exactly what you would expect, and boy does that get tiring fast when it becomes more of a focus for Dax.
Now I was hurting inside, battling with my faith, but God ain't never gave me nothing I can overtake.
The more rappity rap style beats are pretty standard too. Honestly, the best beats that he's ever rapped.
What are you battling with your faith though? Maybe like because he talked about a lot of this shit before in his older stuff. So maybe he's still going through the same struggles and questioning things, like Book of Revelations. But like, can we get an update instead of just kind of peppering it into your lyrics? Like, what is the battle exactly? Right? What are you going through? What questions do you have? Right? And if it's not the same, if it's nothing else than Book of Revelations, then maybe you should, explore that.
Over are the ones for his Tupac remix tape, but obviously that isn't much of a factor here because that's not production original to his music. In terms of notably good stuff, The Devil's Calling is one that I really enjoyed with a smooth West Coast bounce to it.
My people trapped inside these chains, they got us thinking in these jail cells, so keep it quiet when I'm spitting real.
A Lot at Stake with Snow the Product has a really cool bounce to the drum pattern that's probably one of my favorite songs from this whole experience.
I kneel, I pray, I stay up way I won't change and I ain't no fake. If you ever cross me, better look both ways.
I'm the product and the dealer on a mission for commission. If you ever cross me, don't be calling me. People trying to make themselves feel better with.
If you ever cross me, but look both ways. I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that. You better cross like a street, right? Left, right, cross traffic street, cross left, right, right. But like, look both ways for what? To cross you? Both ways for what though? Like the pros and the cons? I don't know. Man, you make me think about it in a bad way, because it doesn't because like, if I'm crossing, I'm walking on you, nigga. What do you mean? I'm walking on you, bro. I ain't gotta look my way to walk on you. What do you mean?
Shout out to Snow the Product, by the way. I've always thought that she's quite underrated. And I really like the vibes of the beats for No Respect with Futuristic, who has a good feature as well, by the way. He shows Dex how to incorporate singing into your rap verse nicely.
It's like some steampunk shit, but like without the rest of steampunk aesthetic.
Dex how to incorporate singing into your rap verse nicely.
I turned down the deal cause my homie was getting shelved. I said it, I'm the greatest, I always defend the belt.
And did it first.
Where I'm from, they never did it. I did it first. Rap game wasn't shit. I gave it birth. Now you tryna be my man. Fuck a fake nigga. Fuck a fake nigga. Moving out the state nigga. Rappers wanna feature, they ain't even tryna pay niggas.
The atmosphere of these beats actually mixes nicely with Dax rapping in a more
Sorry, I got lost in the
normal
lyrics
tone.
trying to
These tracks
listen to what the fuck
are
he's
pretty
saying.
solid. Honestly, It's Different Now is probably the most enjoyable project in this whole thing, because Dax really doesn't try too hard on here, and it makes for a decent listen. On the bad side, there's only a few beats that stand out as kinda rough to me, and even then, none of them are overwhelmingly bad. For example, parts of Dax's Joker track sound exactly like Eminem's Lucky You.
Give me the beat and the mic, give me the freedom to write, give me the vision to see my demons and beat them at night, give me the pen and the pad, give me a couple of stands. My bad. I forgot you were fragile. I forgot someone who doesn't even know me told you I'm an asshole.
PTSD has this weird, dramatic NF style.
I don't like when he has a good voice, right? But I don't like when he speaks with like how am I gonna say it?
Give me a couple of stands. My bad. I forgot you were fragile.
Like that. Like it's not even like a it's a crazy. I guess it's his crazy voice. It's back to his crazy voice. It's the same thing.
My bad. I forgot you were fragile. I forgot someone who doesn't even know me told you I'm an asshole.
Or maybe it's just the words he chooses to use. I'm an asshole. It's the three flow delivery shit. I'm an asshole. I don't. No.
PSD has this weird, dramatic NF style beat, which mixes with Dax's vocals horribly.
I believe that this life is by you and whatever you choose is the best.
And Place of Peace was just
by you and whatever you choose is the best.
I hate messages like that, because people can be misguided very easily. People can get in their own heads and think that what they're doing is a good thing, right? If you say do whatever you do, no, the captions aren't even showing up for this one. Do what you do, like, is right for you. Like, no, some niggas do some stupid shit just because they want to do it. Like, it's right for me, so I'm gonna do it, and then they ruin their fucking life. That's very irresponsible advice. I hate when anybody says that shit.
And
whoever
Place
chooses
of
the
Peace
best
was just annoyingly loud to the point that I couldn't focus on anything else. Why are the guitar strings dominating the track like that? Turn the volume way down.
I know the past is keeping us away from happiness, but I hope that we last.
Those are just a few specific ones, but like I said, my biggest issue overall with Dax's beat selection is just that it's extremely standard. It's one of the things that makes a short 7-track project like I'll Say It For You an absolute drag to get through. They're not bad beats, but I've heard stuff just like it a million times before. I've got to go for a 5 out of 10 for Dax's beat selection. Nothing too bad, but it's because there's barely any ambition in his choices for beats. He has a stunningly generic ear for production.
Stunningly generic. Wow.
Enjoyment. Low. This was a tough
Low.
experience to get through, man. Some of you might think, this one probably wasn't as bad to get through as some of the other rappers in this series, but you would be wrong, my friend. It's Different Now was, I guess, the best project I listened to here. Dex isn't so over the top on this one, and while it doesn't necessarily offer anything special or unique, it's an alright listen with production that does the job, and Dex working well enough with it. The second best, and I use best loosely here, was surprisingly the longest project, Pain Paints Paintings. It is too long for what it is, but it doesn't suck. Decent vocals, solid beats, and generally good features with the exception of the obvious, makes for a relatively nice Dax album. I'd rank What Is Life next, the album that signaled Dax would start focusing more on country but didn't fully dive in that direction. It's pretty weak and unremarkable. Then we have I'll Say It For You, a truly boring project, which is impressive considering its 23-minute runtime. The
It's
beats
truly
are
boring.
obnoxiously standard, Dex's vocals are annoyingly over the top on several tracks, and all the songs are supposed to be deep, but Dex makes pretty much all of these topics sound bland. And lastly, From a Man's Perspective. The peak of Dax switching his grift to the country crowd with hard-working man anthems, plenty of talk about how women are the problem, and covering a lot of mental health topics with a lack of depth. Oh yeah, I just realized I completely forgot to rank his Tupac remix tape in here. Honestly, that's probably the best one. Easiest to listen to, nice flows from Dex. There's some singing moments that aren't so great on there, but like generally, it's fairly nice for what it is. It's not a bad listen at all. That's his best one. It's Different Now second best. Just put the Tupac one at the top of the pile here. As you can tell, it's very far from the best experience that I've had listening to music for this series. The music is mostly not nice to listen to in the first place, and it's hard to enjoy when it all feels so fake. Dax comes off as a grade A capitalizer, only concerned with doing what will get the most views, and that's why I find it so hard to believe anything that he says. Once again, if this is a man that is willing to essentially steal a Lil Peep feature after his death and make a song with it and market it as a tribute to essentially capitalize off of Lil Peep's death, what other truths will he twist to make songs? Does he actually believe anything he says, or is it all just fabricated? And when it comes to the corniness in Dax's music, something that I haven't talked about too much up to this point, yeah, it's really bad, but I also think it's intentional. I think Dax hugely plays it up and essentially acts like a clown because one, it performs pretty well in the algorithm, but maybe even more importantly, number two, I think Dax would rather control the narrative and have people make fun of him for being corny rather than criticize his actions in real life and behind the scenes, which by all accounts have shown him to be a self-centered liar and a rumored scammer who treats small.
Is that the better route? To play the fool in the room? Just so no one talk about the dirt you do? I don't know. I don't think that's because if you're good at what you do, no one's gonna talk about your dirt anyway. If you're better at what you did, the rumors probably wouldn't be spread around as much, right? Like, how long have we hearing about Drake ripping niggas off? Since before Take Care. He started that shit with The Weeknd. As far when I got introduced to it, he started that shit with The Weeknd, right?
Smaller artists like Dirt while taking their money. All in all, this experience was rough. A 2 out of 10 for my enjoyment of Dax's music. It's pretty bad in the first place, but becomes even worse when your phony detectors start going off, crushing his credibility as an artist. If there was any to begin
that part was that part when we're talking way before about random yells and shit.
When your phony detectors start going off, crushing his credibility as an artist. If there was any to begin with.
Good timing though.
You fucking bricks. I'll fuck
Yeah, I completely forgot what I was talking
So
about
if
before.
we add up the
I don't know
scores
why
that
my
Dex
brain just
got for
stopped
this
working.
episode and then divide them by 5, he gets a final score of 3.8 out of 10. This places him at the number 24 spot in the worst rappers in
Oh,
the game
wow.
ranking, below XXXTentacion and above Ice Spice. It's been a tough few weeks.
At least he's above Ice
listening to
Spice. Shit,
primarily
who's
Dex
below Ice
music,
Spice?
and I look forward
Well, maybe
to
I can say that one for
swiftly
tomorrow.
moving on now that this episode is complete. So now I'll pass the question over to you guys. How do you feel about Dax's music? Let me know down in those comments below.
I feel, I mean, largely. I mean, I agree with a lot of shit you said. And not only with something I even disagreed with, so I'm gonna give that show a like. And I do want to check out your other shit, so I'm gonna just subscribe too, because, you know, it's a really good video. And it made me want to go back and listen to older Dax stuff to see if I still remember, see if I still like what the fuck he did, or see if I can hear it in a different way. Because we're probably gonna hear a song. We're gonna hear songs that he wasn't, wasn't talking about. Let's see if I can go back. Go away. Let's see if I can go back to 3 months ago. What's the oldest stuff? Let's see if I can find the one I started with. I wonder if the red bars are still going to be there too. Because I know sometimes after a while they'll go away. This one was one of the ones. No, fuck. Wrong button. Shut up. God damn it, I did it twice in a row. What the hell's wrong with me? Tab. There's that one. I did hear that one. He had a whole beef with Tory Lanez that ended up being... Oh, My Last Word. That's what it was. Is that one? Is that one? Oh, that the ISIS song. And he did both Heist and Homicide. Alright, we can check out these two. They're not that long. And yeah, we can just do these 4. Because these 4 are the 4 that I remember starting with. Or that I remember the most. I don't know why the fuck you would do that. Why are you doing that? All right. 5 years ago. 5. These are all 5 years ago? Yeah, 6 years ago. All right, great. Let's get this shit started. Dear Eminem, you never... See? That's what I was talking about. He was yelling, please give me a feature. So I made the... See, okay, this sounded... Okay, all right, y'all can have your own opinions about that. That shit sounds desperate as hell. Dear KSI, take notes. Who's bigger at the... I think KSI is bigger than Dax. No, KSI is bigger than Dax. He had a track with Lil Wayne. Nah, bro. That did not age well.
Yeah, get down, nigga. I said get down.
You got subtitles on?
What you gotta say now? My name is Dax. I just committed murder.
Oh, word.
Why everybody asking me if I'm a rapper? I'm an artist. I just rap for fun, but still do it the hardest. How I started was a baby given birth to by the Carters. Tupac, Biggie, Nas, Rakim, my grandfathers. Been rapping for 2 years and probably done been the farthest. Had to spark and made a name by manipulating the market. How'd I started? Put it in driving, I never parked it. This a message to the dilly and departed. This a motherfucking kill shot. Aiming my scope with the fucking industry. Half of these niggas rapping is trash and it's fucking killing me. I made a name for myself by doing it differently. I started writing poetry, then I had an epiphany. And instantly started meshing words into a symphony and calculating patterns and delivering them brilliantly. To go into your mind so I could paint a vivid imagery and save you from the trash that you've been listening to literally. Nah, This is not a game, this is not a test. What's the point of rapping if I ain't trying to be the fucking best? Dropping songs faster than the version when a pussy wet. To swim into the mainstream with the sharks so I can come up next. Swimming in the babe, the bath box, saw me in the dream. Me and Drake from Canada. Fuck you think that all mean? In my opinion, I think that means that I'm the next best thing. Eating beast. Now mother.
Me and Drake are from Canada. What do you think that means? What do you think that means? In my opinion, that means I'm the next best thing. Why? Because you're both from Canada? This didn't age well either, to be fair. But even back then I was like, the Canada ain't hitting like that, bro. I don't know what the fuck you mean by that.
Fucking top shit. Fuck niggas don't want a problem. I'm the next best thing. Eating beast. Now I'm motherfucking top shit. Fuck niggas don't want a problem when I pop shit. Gas niggas like I'm in entertainment. This is Auschwitz. All drip. My bars coming out of faucet. Yeah, the crazy thing about this rap is about the recognition. Underrated's an understatement, and I'm the definition. Contemplated if I should kill him, I had a premonition. Ronald Reagan, the whole game. Man, cause of demolition. Niggas finna nut like Dante. Ooh, Brown my still the Cali like LeBron James. Ooh, know she wanna fuck and her friend do too. KSI a bitch get mentioned. Views. Nah, but real shit, little nigga, don't you ever try to diss me or I'll come for your neck. I'll be damned if a Uncle Tom corny ass nigga making vlogs try to talk if he ain't showing respect. So let me break it down for you how I live out the rest of my whole career. I promise I'm gonna be one of the.
I'm thinking, you know what? I was thinking this one ain't that bad, but it's because it's a diss track. I like diss tracks, at least parts of diss track. I'm biased to diss tracks, but still, that still didn't age well.
Biggest in about a year. I promise I'll be the one to convince you that
well.
fair is a concoction by the devil to make the good disappear. I promise I'll win a Grammy. I promise I'll win an Oscar. I promise the rap game won't turn me into a monster and force the people who love me to treat me like I'm a sponsor and pray for me. Ain't fair is a concoction by the devil to make the good disappear. I promise I'll win a Grammy. I promise I'll win an Oscar. I promise the rap game won't turn me into a monster.
I promise the rap game won't turn me into a monster. Did that age well? Because, some opinions, someone might be able to take that fucking, track, that verse you took on the thing and then pay the homage to the guy when you did the thing when he passed away. That might be a monstrous thing, right? Someone might see you as a monster for that, right? Or you could take it in a different way and be like, this whole alter ego shit you're doing is a sort of a monster in a way, right? So, it's not aging well, my guy.
Force the people who love me to treat me like I'm a sponsor and pray for my death and money and not for a life longer. Yeah, and that's facts. Manifested all the shit through rap. Spoke my life into existence. I was working in the trenches. Swear to God that I ain't never going back. OT 613, put it on the map. Treat a beat like 50. Had to get the strap. KSI wanna beat me, nigga. You can see the Fifi is 10K if you wanna track. So you gon' watch me on the TV, nigga. I swear to God they gon' keep this shit on repeat, nigga. Like 4, 5, 6 times. Best believe me, nigga. I'm gon' thrive cause the boy be a cheat. Nigga, they gon' ride. Niggas talk shit, they gon' die.
Yeah, I think this one is definitely not bad.
Now your boy be the topic. Jordan Lucas gotta hit me, we can ride shit. Tory Lanez, you a singer, just stop it. I'm a triple threat, nigga.
He's from Canada too.
Yeah, that's right, I can do that too. This shit is easy for a nigga like 2 times 2. 4 mil on Rap God, that was just last week. Eminem, let me hop on the beat. Stacks.
It's not overall. It's not a bad song. Obviously, that was criticisms of it, but it's not overall a bad song. But he's still begging for shit. I don't like niggas who beg for shit. When it comes to recognition like that, like I don't beg for no one's fucking attention. But just thinking beg for M like that, it's kind of crazy. Now this is a song of his from the same time period. So let's see how this goes lyrically, and theme wise and shit. I think the other one, yeah, that's fine. The other one can pass with criticisms, and it didn't age well. Yeah, pass it with like a C+.
What would your last words be if someone put a gun to your head and said you had 2 minutes before they shoot? Here are mine. Wish I could go and revisit the evil I did through the course of my life. Wish I could go back in time, take the wrongs that I did and reverse them to
Why is
right.
this song funny?
Wish I could take all the pain, the hurt, the struggle, and keep them inside. Wish I could say that I'm sorry to people I broke it before that I died. Wish I could go back in time to my father, I didn't really mean it. Wish I could go tell my mom that I loved her and all of this money I got, I don't need it. Wish I could go to the church and have talks with the Lord in an effort to conquer my demons. I'm begging and pleading, I'm down on my knees and he's ready to shoot and I'm practically...
It's not a bad concept. Conceptually speaking, it's not a bad concept. It's not a bad idea to delve into the things that you would say if someone put a gun to your head. That's a good. So far, it's a solid concept.
Please, oh, it's my destiny. I'm finna get destiny. Somebody please, hey, me.
And there come the goofy vocals. I can't like. It's not like he's not trying. It doesn't flow well. Or it doesn't sound. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. Maybe it just looks goofy. I don't know.
These are my last words.
Wish I could
That's
go
your
back
last
in
words?
time and revisit myself just to make me believe. I had these goals and these dreams in my mind that were mine that I'll never achieve. All of these gifts and these talents were given by God I was blessed to receive. I was too busy worried about bitches and money and all of this shit that you people would think needed help with depression. All of my passive aggressions, I should have confessed. I learned my lesson. I didn't get nothing but sadness and fucked over all of my blessings. Fucking perfection. I should have walked on my own and I traveled in common direction just to be trapped.
Oh, that's why it's 4 minutes long.
Just to be trending. Just to be trending. Wish I would have not held back.
First of all, I get it's a music video, but that really broke up the fucking flow of what's going on here. Secondly,
Just to be trending. Just to be trending.
dude looks like he's about to go Super Saiyan. But I can understand the frustration. It's a little goofy, but it's almost like he's being raw. He's angry with himself, and I get it. It's just he just looks goofy. He looks like he's trying to go Super Saiyan.
Wish I would have not held back. Wish I would have not felt bad. Wish I would have hugged my dad. Wish I would have fucked that bitch when I had that tag. Wish I would have sold my soul just to get famous on. Should have played basketball. Nigga was basketball. Right.
Wish I would have never put my time into those people who were never trying to give it to me back. Wish I would have never put my heart into a woman that would break it and allow it just to have a second chance. Wish I would have let him see what I was really dealing with instead of trying to hide it on a motherfucking track and blow a milli just to prove that I'm a legend in the making, just to show him what it looks like when I get it right back. Give it to me back. Wish I would have never put my heart into a woman that would break it and allow it just to have a second chance. Wish I would have let him see what I was really dealing with instead of trying to hide it on a motherfucking track and blow.
Why don't you put it in the track though? That'll probably make it a lot better than just referencing it.
A milli just to prove that I'm a legend in the making, just to show him what it looks like when I get it right back.
My last.
Around when the Joyner did ISIS and the other one, and he's still fucking like screaming for a fucking feature from somebody.
Hey, Jordan. Hey, Logic. Y'all forgot to hit me. I came through, though. Stacks! Fuck that singing shit, is back to my old ways. There's no games, I ain't been asleep in like 4 days. Niggas gas cause I'm spitting this propane. Was broke, now a nigga fucking rapping in gold chains. I ain't never waste a bar in a low lane. I work too hard to be boosting a no name. I'm profane, hit a nigga dome from close range. I won't change. Fuck ass nigga. Yeah, kill a fucking beat like ISIS. Nah, I ain't trying to be no fucking terrorist. Everybody's crying on the internet. Dex is on me! What the fuck, nigga? Do you need a therapist? Nigga, you embarrassed. Don't you ever try to make comparisons. I speak a different language like it's Arabic. Assalamu alaikum. I feel bad for your ass, so here's some money just to go and see your motherfucking specialist.
It's like his freestyles are way better than his fucking like song tracks, you know? Like it flows so better. It sounds at least sounds a lot better. And I listened to this song a lot while I was walking back in the day, so that's probably why, because it just sounds really good. Well, not just, he's flowing. He sounds.
This is perfect, exactly what I envision. Niggas try to pull me down, but can push me out of position. Like I ain't perfect, and fuck it, you ain't different. I'm a sinner, you a sinner. We crafted in God's image. Like who you kidding? You drowning? I've been swimming, God forgave, I didn't. I pillaged the whole village. Like say your prayers, I'm conquering like British. Just the sky, been did it. I fucking.
No, we'll do a new one too. We'll do this one from like last year or this year.
Set a world record, no cap, 3-minute mile right on this track. Why would I look back? When I'm in first and you last, I'm the wolf, yeah, leader of the pack. I cannot relax, so please stand up and no plotter. Everybody in this room getting clapped. This shit's hereditary. I got the game and fucking missionary. Known to murder beats, I write obituaries. Yes, I am a visionary. When I rap, they think I'm cheating. This is natural. My brain is like a dictionary. Not predictable. I keep them guessing like it's Pictionary. I see you haters. You get that? I got peripheries. This is a warm-up. I see you sweating. I ain't even break a sweat. This fucking remix was preliminaries. See, I'm the Jesus of this rap shit. Everybody tried to crucify me in the fucking public. Joke's on you. I resurrected. Now I'm headed to McDonald's because I'm goddamn motherfucking loving it. You can't out-muscle him. You cannot muzzle him. I think fast. No food like Muslims. They call me Ireland because I do the work of 2 people. No clones. They did never have to double in. Who you think you fucking with? You don't got the right to brag. That's my swag. You cannot compute my flow because you lag. Niggas try to use my flow to grow. Kill my name. I can't stop because I'm in my bag. I will not fall like old titty sag. I'm up, you're down. You zig while I zag.
That shit made me laugh so hard back in the day. Like old titty sag. That shit was fucking hilarious.
You cannot compute my flow because you lag. Niggas try to use my flow to grow. Kill my name. I can't stop because I'm in my bag. I will not fall like old titty sag. I'm up, you're down. You zig while I zag. Niggas try to hate on me like I'm trash. You must be confused like I'm dressed in drag. Put them in a coffin, sick, I got him coughing. Should've known that I was coming just like me and Hobson. Thought that shit was fucking Logic Joyner, Teamer, getting F at 59 on this rap game's best project. Get it? Me and M Hop, Logic Joyner, NF Royce, all need to make a song. Shit, I'll take 9, need a goat, rap legend, underground king, 55 shows, fab, put me on. That's what you call spiritual miracle, right? Like I ain't really saying shit. You just blinded by your hate, so when I'm saying it, you think I ain't saying shit. So what's the fucking point of even saying it, bitch?
I mean, you don't be saying some shit sometimes. You really don't. Or at least you will in the future. This all deadline did not age well, sir. There's some surface level shit that you be saying.
I can't be broken cause I'm rich. Rap game broken, I must fix. I need a token on my mix. If we made a song, it would be a hit. Fuck you saying my shit is gonna hit platinum. No album, rapping like muscles when they spaz.
I'm really surprised that that CDTV didn't mention, or at least I might be forgetting that he didn't mention this whole begging shit. That's really one thing that really about his songs that women made me stop listening to him. At this time until he came out with like other shit was he just kept begging for shit. You know how annoying it is to keep picking up on that. It's like, dog, if they're not responding, let it go. If you're good enough, they will find you and then they will reach out to you, like Hobson or like, I know you're in a Hobson relationship, but like those people who are upper there, they'll reach out to you. Like you can't keep throwing rocks at a bitch's window and expect her to like fucking, oh fine, I'll go out with you, you know?
Hit him 22 times, no Adam.
What impressions can I do? Shit. I don't know, man. What do you want to hear? I'm not a fucking ventriloquist out this bitch.
For ransom, my mom says I'm handsome. Bikini body drip like plankton. Niggas sitting because they can't stand him. Please examine this rap game, cause I just fucked raw, big dick, no magnet. You can try to separate us, but we stuck like glue. I will murder.
Jay-Z? Shit, I haven't done Jay-Z in a long fucking time. Like, I would need to hear some Jay-Z before I could try to like get his fucking cadence. He has a very specific way of speaking, and I would need to listen to him enough to get the cadence.
Every beat and cause terror in these streets until they scream my name and
Welcome, by the way.
I am not the average rapper nor the average dude. I speak life into existence and make it come true. If I'm cocky, so be it. Don't hate it.
Do you know about Dax?
And watch your dreams find you. Dax, put your fucking hands.
That was a really lame ending to that song. Even when I was distracted, that was a really lame ending to the song. How do you feel about Dax? So I watched a whole video about how he's like. I was watching a whole video about how dude is like. He's horrible. Exactly. He was like the 26th place of the top 35 worst rappers. This is him from what, 5 years ago, and it sounds really good, but like he's fucking begging for attention in this era, and it's like, dog, it really cuts down the quality of his music. I'm about to listen to one from the same time period, and then one from like last year or this year or whatever, just to compare the differences between then and now.
Speak life into existence and make it come true. If I'm cocky, so be it. Don't hate it. Use, take it, apply it, and watch your dreams find you. Stacks.
Oh shit! Thanks for the follow, bro. Appreciate you.
If I kill this, you a fucking lie. Go.
Yeah, you killed it, but it didn't age well. It did not age well, Mr. Sir. It didn't age well. Yes, another begging song. When he did the Homicide remix. And I think this is also the time we started getting kind of fucking a little too fucking silly. He's already getting his silly bag in this one, I think. If I remember right.
Hey, Bill, did you hear? Did you hear? Hey, there's this new black rapper, Dax, and he thinks he can rap with the best of them. Like, who the fuck does this guy think he is? How dare he think he can hop on a beat like this and rap?
Niggas say I can't rap. I'm a new era nigga, no snapback. I carry the
You already got the
game
laugh
like
in there.
backpacks, old school, new
You
school.
already got that laugh in the background. You heard that shit. I know you heard it.
Beat like this and rap.
Niggas say I can't rap. I'm a new era nigga, no snapback. I carry the game like backpacks, old school, new school. Mesh giving niggas straight flashbacks. No credit, so niggas ain't getting cash back. Get it? Credit? Can't get cash back. I use debit, my nigga. Discredit you niggas and leave you broke pathetic to play with all of the lap rats. Zax! You a prototype, get it? A pro at typing. Mike Tyson, you're biting. Hit songs you're not writing. Hop on my way, but I'm not gay, so no, you're not writing. Killing this game in my own lane, no hands. Tesla driving. You a
I really think he's trying to kill it with the flow, and it's not, because I think there's also a time where people really started changing the flows up a lot. Not changing the beat, not having beat switches yet, but change the flows up a lot, which is fine. But the flows you choose to do are fucking me up, dog. A pro at typing, my thing, you're biting. I don't know. I don't know.
You need a break like a comma. Dax still can fit in any genre. Leave you a non-impair, you just like vodka. Niggas be slimy and soft, just like lasagna. Rap against me, you will get smoked out. Married to the game, so you don't wanna smoke. But Joseph had said no, you're about to be a mama. Get it? No, they don't fucking get it. They don't think you can.
Joseph, about it. It's a.
Remember? Fuck rap. Niggas using, abusing my name, struggling, reaching for fame, making up multiple claims. Fuck that. I am logic. Remember? Fuck rap. Niggas using, abusing my name, struggling, reaching for fame, making up.
Aren't you reaching for every nigga above you, dog? What do you mean? Struggle reaching for fame. You would just like joiner logic over here. What do you mean begging to reach for fame, nigga?
Multiple claims, fuck that. I am logically logic, so when I rap on a topic, the complicated seems very mundane. Fucking the game, I can't abstain, can't complain. Why? Cause I can't explain my brain and how a black kid randomly went from basketball to most lyrical rapper in the game. I don't even remember what had happened. Woke up one day and started writing all this madness. Skip practice, skip classes, now I skip lines, grab fake titties and multiple fat asses. You cannot move at my speed, you're molasses. I paid for all of this shit, no advances. I will be here every year like your taxes. Vertical rise, you can't rap on my axis. This rap shit's just.
See, that was kind of hard, but it's just the way you said it. Well, like, no vertical rise can rise my axis. That's pretty hard, but like, it's just everything else around it. Like he has bits and pieces of like good shit surrounded by all this clownery. You know what I mean?
Fun to me. It's my money, ain't nobody funding me. To see you rap, yeah, that's fun to see. I feel bad though. Sick is no fun to be. I started from the bottom like thunder. underneath it. Swam up, out to sea into this mainstream shit where the air is super thin and I can hardly breathe. See, I mix.
Like, what mainstream shit are you on at this point? I'm really curious about that, because I don't think you're mainstream around this point.
Real rap with vocals. I don't need a boost while I'm mobile. When I sprint, I hear crickets. We don't connect because I've gone global. You cannot read me no Barnes and Noble. I stay on point like the word focal. My fans love me because I actually respond back on all of my socials. Social. Say 3 times for good luck. Zero's the amount of gives that I fuck. Dyslexic, I meant fucks that I give up. I won't give up.
You know what else about you, Mr. Dax? Is that no one really cares. No one in the rap game who's really in rap like that really gives a fuck about social media followers. That is not even remotely the point.
My fans love me because I actually respond back on all of my socials.
They love you because you respond back, because you're someone who's relatively popular responding to someone who's not relatively popular. They should love you for your music, not because you respond on fucking Instagram.
Say 3 times for good luck. Zero's the amount of gives that I fuck. Dyslexic, I meant fucks that I give up. I won't give up. You get it? Back and forth with my flows. My bars are like tennis. On lock like Jamaican hair. The dreaded. Can't buy my flow. It's too expensive. You cannot be the best if your flow is rented. I'm Dax. I'm finna pop shit. I'm fly nigga like a rocket. On road niggas can't stop it. Got the game a whole. Drop it. Finna gas niggas. I'm toxic. Coming in, be rapping with logic. Let's make a track and make it the highest.
Stop begging for shit. What the hell did I just say?
On road niggas can't stop it. Got the game a whole. Drop it. Finna gas niggas. I'm toxic. Coming in, be rapping with logic. Let's make a track and make it the highest.
And then rap with logic and make it the hottest. No,
I'm the rap game's adopted son. You might not fuck with me, but mom and dad said treat me like I'm blood. If you throw dirt on my name, it doesn't matter because I got this right out of the mud. Oh. I'm the rap game's adopted son. You might not fuck with me, but mom and dad said treat me like I'm blood.
Why don't you take the respect? What do you mean mom and dad said, nigga, take it? What do you mean?
You throw dirt on my name, it doesn't matter because I got this right out of the mud. Okay, bud? Fuck that nigga. Dax can't rap. Fuck that nigga. Dax can't rap. Fuck that nigga. If you say I can't rap, don't trust that nigga. No homo, get over my nutsack, nigga. I'm your daddy, I'm treating you like a rugrat, nigga. Load of time, your name and then watch you bust back, nigga. Fuck that nigga. Dissing with these love taps, nigga. Then emailing me asking me for a coat lap, nigga. Niggas need to hang it up like a coat rack, nigga. See me in person, they asking for a Kodak, nigga. Got his body, he's looking just like a road map, nigga. Put him to sleep, something like a Snorlax, nigga. I don't do karaoke, I wrote that, nigga. Slave master on the beat, I own that, nigga. I'm classic ass, something like a throwback, nigga.
Ew.
Did you hear that, boy, go?
Nigga.
I underestimate this nigga here. I think he proved himself. All right, Dax. You.
Yeah, that's real cute giving yourself props like that. All right, we do one more modern song, like a new song, just to fucking see it. Maybe I can find a freestyle too. Has he done a freestyle recently? It don't look like it. Oh, there's another one take video. Dax, Eminem featuring Jay-Z, Renegade remix. That's you. I don't think that. Yeah. Let's do this one. How long ago was this? Was this last year?
Hey, Blackie, I thought you were quitting rap.
You're still doing it? Dog, that video we watched was from 5 years ago. You're still doing that fucking mouth in the sky shit?
Hey, Blackie, I thought you were quitting rap. Why don't you put the Water Malone down and answer my question?
What the fuck? We're not doing Marlon Webb Water Malone here, dog. This ain't fucking 2014.
I did say that, but I didn't say when. Oh, okay, well, make sure you do this beat justice. Eminem might be watching. I bet.
Nick, you're still begging for Eminem, dog? Ain't no way you're still begging for Eminem 5 years later, dog. Nigga, I don't give a
Guess who's back on an Eminem beat, the Renegade.
Oh my god. Alright, Okay, all right. We can't keep pausing every fucking 5 seconds.
Like just last week, I'm the definition of hard in my rap jeans. Seem fitted to fit 1973, back when rap started and was first created. And America was dealing with stagnant wages. The Vietnam War, mass inflation, and Watergate that had just caused the resignation of President Nixon. Everybody was shocked. Then a new genre came and greased the cot. Jacked off mainstream, came and rocked every genre known. Then a new genre came and greased Watergate that had just caused the resignation of President Nixon. Everybody was shocked. Then a new genre came and greased the cot. Jacked off mainstream, came and rocked every genre known, country to pop. Hi, I'm Dax, the illegitimate son.
Was that a Nixon to Clinton with the Monica Lewinsky thing? 'Cause I don't even think that's accurate if that's the case. It wasn't a. And fuck it.
The mainstream rap. If you ain't never heard of my music, it's cause that it doesn't propagate, destroying the middle class. I touch on taboo topics like porn addiction and the dangers of constant pussy.
If this is a remix to, I don't like I don't like this beat. If it's an Eminem beat, Eminem is not like the fucking arbiter of all good beats. All right, he's had some trash beats before too, and I think this is one of them. If this isn't even remixed beat at all, if it's just a straight, 1-to-1, I don't like this beat.
Poppin'. I've never tried drugs, but to be honest, I'm a very high functioning alcoholic. I'm a straight Christian who's not registered to vote. I got 7.5 inches down below. I went to 3 universities and just about 4 and almost got kicked out because I'm lying asshole. To be honest, I'm a very high functioning alcoholic. I'm a straight.
That's a very weird flex. That's a very, very weird flex. Very high functioning alcoholic. I doubt that's not a good thing to be. You shouldn't be an alcoholic, but like I get that's just weird flex. That's a weird flex.
Christian who's not registered to vote. I got 7.5 inches down below. I went to 3 universities and just about 4 and almost got kicked out because I'm lying assholes. One had a boyfriend, second wouldn't give dome. Started calling me names, so I made her walk home. Third was a new menu women's volleyball coach who had made false claims to destroy my name. Then took me to court, but she lost. She must have had a brain disorder because she got a restraining order, but assaulted me. That doesn't make sense. Like people thinking that men and women can be friends. I'm the scientific definition of a move.
What the fuck are you what are you talking about?
Don't started calling me names, so I made her walk home. Registered to vote. I got 7.5 inches down below. I went to 3 universities and just about 4 and almost got kicked out because I'm lying assholes. One had a boyfriend, second wouldn't give dome. Started.
So lying ass hoes. One had a boyfriend. So one wouldn't give dome. So she's lying about what? The third started calling me names, so I made her walk home. What's the lie exactly?
Me names, so I made her walk home. Third was a new menu women's volleyball coach who had made false.
He made false claim to destroy my name and then took me to court, but she lost. That's the only one that seems like a lie. What are the other 3 even about? What the fuck are you talking about?
Claims to destroy my name, then took me to court, but she lost. She must have had a brain disorder because she got a restraining order, but assaulted me. That doesn't make sense. Like people thinking that men and women can be friends. I'm the scientific definition of a movement. Me. That doesn't make sense. Like people thinking that men and women can be friends.
That doesn't make sense. Like thinking men and women can be friends. Are you saying that like are you on the whole mindset that men and women just can't be friends but want to fuck each other? That's fucking retarded. That's absolutely retarded.
Scientific definition of a movement, no racial tension in my ascension. It's because of my skill and how I paid attention to my lifestyle and made it cost effective. I'm a Honda driving, Target shopping, panty pinching, same clothes wearing, son of a gun. I don't flex for the gram, wear designer brands, and I can confidently say that I'm not a thug. I pay all my taxes, drink Starbucks like real bodies and not all that plastic. Your BBL suck when you dump your truck. How the hell do you guys even wipe your asses? I'm left-handed, unorthodox. I uppercut the game with these hooks I drop. They try to put me in a box, but bodies are not all that plastic. Your BBL suck when you dump your truck. How the hell do you guys even wipe your asses? I'm left-handed.
What the fuck? Am I ever going to take you seriously? First of all. Secondly, you should have went with a southpaw scheme. You should have went. Instead of unorthodox, should have went somewhere with southpaw. Because southpaw is a sound. Because it's not unorthodox to be left-handed. There's plenty of left-handed people. Southpaw will be just a better way to go with the whole thing. Just change the goddamn song, bro.
The game with these hooks I drop. They try to put me in a box, but they can't contain. I jab right cross over to a different lane. I'm on a roll, rock the stage is entertaining.
criminal activity, push capitalism, jack prices of gas, tax us to the max. Tell us Joe Biden was just sharp as a tack, then have Kamala follow the aftermath and try to convince and garner the votes of blacks. Political track for place this republic cannot be a republic if the Democrats drag Biden's ass through a campaign.
You know what? I don't like when anybody does political rap, really. I don't even like when Eminem does it. He had maybe like one good one. That, in my opinion, one good one. But I don't like when anyone does too much political shit. This whole song is fucking political, obviously. But like it just feels so try hard. It just does. I don't
Avoid the primary just so they can place a plant, replace a vegetable, and make it dance, sprinkle it with feminism and rainbow flag.
like. It's not even worth breaking down the bars to what they're referencing and shit. Because it's just like what are you even talking about?
Primary just so they can place a plant, replace a vegetable, and make it dance, sprinkle it with feminism and rainbow flags. I'm not even into political themes. I just had a dream that maybe we're not a democracy, but rather
We're not a democracy. We're something else.
a bougie oligarchy. And side note, I
forget what it's called. It's not democracy. Constitutional republic.
I can taste the propaganda being made. It's practically dripping through my pores. I don't even want to rap no more.
It means
I just had a dream that maybe we're not a democracy, but rather
it means just woke the fuck up to the fact that we're not a democracy. We're a constitutional republic. I guess that kind of frames the whole thing, right?
flags. I'm not even in the political
You didn't even know
things.
that.
I just had a dream that maybe we're not a democracy, but rather a bougie oligarchy. And side note, I hate the movie Barbie. This family's that feud. Where is Steve Harvey? I'm starting to smell
Nigga,
some
how the fuck did we get the Barbie?
Maybe we're not a democracy, but rather a bougie oligarchy. And side note, I hate the movie Barbie. This family's that feud. Where is Steve Harvey?
That was just a bridge. That was just a topical rhyme bridge. And I really feel like you could have done something better than fucking saying I hate the Barbie movie. Guys are bringing out the Barbie movie to bring out the Barbie movie, and for the rhyme, it's really that useless.
Starting to smell civil war. I can taste the propaganda being made. It's practically dripping through my pores. I don't even want to rap no more. So if you ask what I'm even rapping for, just know I got bored of the mainstream wave that's washed up shore. That you all ride on a shitty surfboard. I wasn't made in China. I'm not in stores. Taiwan. I knew Korea. I screamed to bask in something else instead of robbing you of vanilla content. That is all just fila. Mine's too deep. That's why they try to ignore me. Cause I got the scoop on all their wicked lies. In a way that I'm not.
They try to ignore you because you got the scoop on all their wicked lies. They want to expose their lies and get the fame off it. They can't ignore you if you expose it. You put it on wax.
5 of the best rap guys in the 45. Oh, I get chicken and not Popeyes. If you say hot don't, then I know you're fried. Oh, I rise like Easter Day, cause I'm glorifying Jesus' name. Drenched in the blood, holy name, letting him in to restore my fame. How can I feed my brain with the last they've told of the evil ways? No, I will not sell my soul for a check or just to garner fame. No, I am protected, reign over everything that is in my way. Will not bend, will not break, will not lead the people astray.
See, that's kind of what I was saying before about like I think this actually might be auto-tune, but it also kind of sounds like a multiplier of the vocals, and it's just I don't need it. It just ruins the vibe. I've never been an auto-tune guy in the first place. I try to avoid as much as humanly possible, but I mean it has its uses, of course. T-Pain made that shit real fire, but like this doesn't even sound good.
Can I feed my brain with the last they've told of the evil ways? No.
Also,
Chicken and not Popeyes. If you say hot don't, then I know you're fried. Oh, I rise like Easter Day, cause I'm glorifying Jesus' name. Drenched in the blood, holy name, letting him in to restore my fame. How can I feed my brain with the last they've told of the evil ways? No, I will not sell my soul for a check or just to garner fame. No, I am protected, reign over everything that is in my way. Will not bend, will not break, will not lead the people astray.
why do you have a fucking lock on your belt? Why are you wearing these jeans? I definitely need to turn my brain the fuck off after that. I heard like a small, like an EP's worth of Dax's music, and it's like he's definitely not gotten better, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure JID's album drops tomorrow, so hopefully we'll be doing that. Listen to a lot way better music, among other things. So until then, y'all know what to do. Stay tuned.